Welcome back to the Family Guy Podcast. This is episode 6 of the Family Guy Podcast.
Episode
Dumb
6.
Teenagers talk about each and every single episode of the world's most stupid and shocking cartoon ever made, known as Family Guy.
Yes.
This is my co-host, Ryder.
Hello, what's up?
My name is Dakota. Welcome to the show. This is episode 6. The sun also draws.
Shit.
Great episode here that we've got.
Oh, yeah. This is a good episode. Especially what happens at the very start of the episode.
Yeah, I don't remember,
very
but
start.
oh yeah, I do remember. Okay, so before we do this, or before we talk about that, let me read you guys the summary.
All right.
Of this episode of the show. So, Chris loses interest in being a youth scout.
Oh yeah,
Crazy,
that's right.
by the way. As he would rather pursue drawing and art instead. The scoutmaster then kicks Chris out of school, or out of the scouts, and Peter then takes the family to the Big Apple to try to get Chris reinstated back into the scouts.
Yeah.
After Peter takes a wrong turn on the way, the family ends up in a Native American casino. Lois then gets obsessed with the slot machines, and while Peter goes on a vision quest to prove that he has Native American blood in him. He didn't make a wrong turn. He had to shit really bad.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about that later, but that was
yeah.
really funny.
It's coming out, Lois. Gotta go.
Okay, so how'd the episode open? Tell us about it.
So how this episode opened, it's really funny because Stewie opens the door to their bedroom, Lois and Peter's bedroom, and they're literally like having sex.
Well, at first he opens the fridge and he goes,
Oh,
"Blast."
yeah.
Or he goes like, there's nothing. Or he's
Yeah,
like,
there's
he's
nothing
mad
to
there's nothing in
drink.
the fridge, and then he walks in and there's this.
And then Lois is like, he's explaining like, Stewie, that's what you saw. Nothing bad.
Sometimes parents hug like that.
Hug
And
like that. He's like,
and actually, that's how you were made.
he's like, why? I don't believe your wretched lies.
I love when he says wretched. Blasphemy.
Man. Yeah, it was good.
And then Brian comes in and he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh Lord, you've seen them
Yeah.
together, haven't you?" And he goes,
It's funny.
"Yep." And he's like, you know that tub where you take your little baths?
Yeah.
They've done it there too.
That was crazy.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard. And that theme song plays. Seems today that all you see is violence,
Yeah.
movies, and sex on TV. Sorry.
Anyways.
I got gross.
Started
deep throating the mics. All of our 8 listeners
Yeah.
just left us.
Yeah, fuck.
Shit.
Maybe they just were like, maybe they liked it. Who knows?
Maybe they got a little tingle in their
Yeah.
in their bottom pants.
What the hell?
Speaking
oh
of
shit!
What?
Just because you said they got a little tingle in their bottom pants.
Yeah. Speaking of little tingles, I'm looking at our gender
Yeah.
percentages right now. 50% male, 36% female. Shout out to all the females out there. And we got
shout out to all the females down and back.
yeah. Shout out to all the 7% non-binary and the 7% non-specified.
Yep.
Hit me up.
No,
all right. Well,
you're like, nah.
I mean, you. Anyways,
like, let's get back in the. All right.
so, yeah. So Brian. Oh shit, no. So Chris is a scout.
yeah, he's in the
He's a scout.
scouts.
So
He
scouts
doesn't. It's
are
funny.
cool.
Because like when he's in the scouts and his scout leader's kind of an asshole.
He is, yeah.
And Chris draws his face on a butt. Remember that part?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
But the scouts in general.
I know.
Things.
Yeah, I wrote that down. I said,
That was,
Chris. Oh wait, no. I said, Chris would rather. No. Fuck. Wait, where did I write it down? I said, Chris is a scout, which writer knows.
Yeah, I know a lot about that.
You saw a documentary.
We'll, if we get a big audience, I'll just do like a 10-minute video about the Boy Scouts Dark History on Patreon only.
Okay, you should do a little explanation though,
Okay, so pretty much like the Boy Scouts, they've been around
like in the real life.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
This isn't part of the episode.
Yeah. So pretty much like the Boy Scouts they've been around for like fucking 100 years, close to that.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 years. And a little dark. Dude, it even happened like the documentary said, the first Boy Scout meeting, there was like cases
Of like sexual abuse.
Yeah,
Like
sexual
children.
abuse.
It's crazy.
Like the doctors were even in on it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it kind of is a setting that.
But
kind of
I will.
Hey kids, follow
Yeah.
me into the woods and.
Yeah. Hey, parents, don't worry. I'll take your kids on a weekend trip in the woods
Show him a few things.
Yeah, show him a few things. Shit. But
show him how to do some stuff.
if you guys want more of that, I'll do a Patreon episode, 10 minutes. So you got to pay for it.
I would love to see you just sitting in front of a camera. I'm just not even gonna edit it.
Yeah.
Just you going, and like you don't even prepare anything. You're just like,
I mean, I can literally talk about it like off the top of my head.
Okay.
It's just something you don't forget.
Okay. It's something you do. Yeah, I mean, fair.
I mean,
especially them.
Yeah, it's fucking fucked. Anyways, let's get back in the
A lot of
episode again.
Sexual abuse.
Do that on Patreon.
Yeah. So if you want us to start a Patreon and we can
and I can talk about crazy things and just pay $5 for it, and then
maybe we do like video episodes on Patreon too. Like we show our video on Patreon or something.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Scouts, kind of crazy. And actually, later in the show, Chris has a moment where he talks about when he was in the Scouts, and like he says, it's an episode where he goes to like Africa or something, like as like a program. We watched it together.
Yeah.
He goes, he goes, yeah, I like this so much more than being in the Scouts, where I would like. He said something about like crying and pretending I was somewhere else.
Yeah.
And
Shit.
So I don't know if they really even like remembered that they did an episode where Chris was actually in the Scouts, but this is when that was happening. I guess
that's crazy. Okay, but
crazy shit.
Wait, hold
crazy
on.
Shit. So Chris would rather be an artist. Wait.
Yeah.
Dad, what would you say if I didn't want to be a scout? And he said, I'd say come again.
Yeah.
And then I'd laugh because I said come.
Yeah, that was great. And there's this one. I think it's after that.
Okay.
Or maybe it's like past it, but there's this like moment in the episode where they're watching like a TV show, and like this one character's like saying like he likes another guy, and Brian's like, do you have a volume lower than mute?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But,
so Chris wants to be an artist rather than a scout, and he goes to Meg and he's like, Meg, can you tell Dad for me? And he's like, no, just sit on his lap, give him a little kiss.
Yeah, dude.
And
you know what she says before that?
What?
She's like, you're not allowed to be in my room. And Chris was like, I thought that was only when you were asleep. Literally.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
Literally. It's great.
It was crazy. I'm like, what the fuck, Chris?
Yeah. No, there's some like low-key weird stuff going on between Meg and Chris in like later episodes.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I haven't gotten there yet.
It's really creepy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Not like really
Game
like
of Thrones stuff?
not like incest or anything, but like just like some abnormal things.
Okay. I mean, that's not... Abnormal is not abnormal for this family.
That's true.
Yeah, so Chris goes to Meg, and Meg gives him some tactics to do. It's really funny.
Yeah, it's so funny because he doesn't even like introduce what he's gonna talk about. He just sits on his lap, and then Peter's like, Chris, I'm gonna get up and walk away, and we're gonna pretend this never happened.
Yeah. He before he even gives him a kiss, he's like, Dad. Oh, he's like, oh wait, and then he gives him a kiss. He's like, oh, and Peter's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
it's so funny.
He's kind of like back. He's like, what the fuck?
And when he jumps on Peter's lap, he goes, oh,
oh shit,
because he's like heavy. But yeah, crazy little funny bit. Now we speak of this again. So Chris's scouts are doing a race with cars that they actually make.
Yeah.
And Peter just makes him
Peter makes it for him, and then Chris is like, but Dad, I was supposed to make. He's like, Chris, rules are supposed to be breaking, and then it cuts away to like him pressing a red button, and someone like kicks him in the face.
It says do not press red button, and he like looks around.
Yeah.
And then he presses it. So
it's funny.
Yeah, good bit. And then Chris messes up in the race, and the leader says that if he doesn't earn a badge in the next 3 days, then he can't stay in the scout. Or if he earns a badge in the next 3 days, he can stay in the scouts. So he hasn't earned any badges yet, apparently. And and then after the scout leader says that, he says, "Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go administer some spankings."
Yeah,
it's like, holy shit! Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Chris gets cut from the scouts, and he tries to tell Peter that it's probably for the best because he doesn't actually want to do it anyways.
But Peter doesn't listen to him the whole episode.
Yep, and he said they're gonna go to New York to the scouts' headquarters to try to get Chris back in. Very funny.
Yeah.
And then like the anime characters who were in the race, whatever, they keep going, oh, ha, ha.
Oh yes, it's like the Speed Racer movie or whatever.
Oh, okay, I didn't get the reference.
Yeah, it's from a movie. I don't remember that. I watched that movie one time, but I don't really remember it.
Oh, okay.
Like
really young.
Yeah.
They like look in the window and they're like, the Griffins are going to New York. Haha. So this doesn't affect us at all. Haha.
Yeah. It's funny because let's see. Hold on.
Oh yeah, this is interesting. Because Brian stays back at the house.
It's funny when Brian stays back and he's watching him on the front lawn leave.
Yeah.
And Peter backs up and he's like, that guy won't know it hit him.
Yeah, what did they say? They said like...
It was something...
They said something like, they won't know it hit him. And then he hits that guy and he's like, neither will that guy. And then he drives away.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But when Brian is home alone, he's watching TV and it's like, we've discovered the secret to extension of K9 Light, and then it interrupts. And it's like, we interrupt this program to give you several episodes of One Day at a Time.
It's a PBS show.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Have you seen the One Day at a Time show?
No, I haven't.
It's like a sitcom that was like, my mom watched it when she was little, but it's also really funny because like in that cutaway or like that TV thing, it's like this like plumber guy.
Yeah,
he's like,
I'm gonna fix your sink. By that I mean I'm gonna have sex with you.
By that I mean I'm gonna fix your pipes. And by that I mean I'm gonna clean you out with my or something like that. He's like, he just keeps going back and forth between I'm actually gonna clean or I'm actually gonna have sex with you.
Yeah.
And then
he doesn't know what to do.
And eventually he's like, and that was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, shit.
And then Peter, Brian's like, it's on every channel.
Yeah, dude, it's funny because Brian's trying to change it, and the TV just fucking falls apart.
Yeah, he tries to unplug it, and he can't.
Yeah.
So good.
It's great.
And then it cuts back to them in the car on a road trip.
Yeah.
And while Peter is on a road trip with his family, they realize that he's lost, but he doesn't want to admit it. Yeah. So Lois starts noticing weird grumbling noises that she thinks are coming from the car.
Yeah,
Peter says, wrong again, Lois. No, you were right about that prune smoothie.
Yeah. Dude, it's funny because when he's like driving and he's looking for a bathroom, it's like a sign that says, dump here.
I wrote down the exact quotes.
What was it
so like? It was, they were walking and he was like, I just gotta hold it in.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it started popping
like,
out a bunch of signs and it said,
dump ahead.
Yeah, dump ahead. And then it was wide load. All stools must go.
Oh, yeah.
I love my Shih Tzu.
Oh, man.
Bob's House of Feces. And he goes, come on, that one's not even real. Bob's House of Feces.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then eventually Peter sees one that just says craps.
Yeah.
And it's the casino. And he doesn't actually take a wrong turn. I don't know why the summary said takes a wrong turn. He has to shit so bad that he goes, oh God, and he just swerves over, parks in the casino, runs to the bathroom, literally holding his ass.
Yeah. He's like, it's coming out, Lois.
It's coming out quick. Peter has to make him. He runs to the bathroom saying, "Oh geez, it's gonna be a photo finish, Lois."
Yeah, holy shit.
Which you had a photo finish earlier.
Not really, but it was just it was wanting to come out.
It was falling.
Yeah, it was crawling.
I was just talking to you, and you were like, "Okay, just text me all this. I gotta go."
Yeah. Yeah, it was like I was like, I'm here. There's a bathroom. I gotta do it.
I gotta go.
It's also funny when Lois like gets hooked on.
Yeah.
Because they're leaving and Peter's like, I swear I parked the car, and she's like, yeah, you did, Peter. I kind of gambled the car away. In the house, right? Doesn't she say the house too?
No, not the house.
No,
the house. So yeah. Peter gets out of the bathroom from taking a massive shit, and it's already too late. Lois has been sucked into gambling. Yeah. He has to like pull her off the machine.
Yeah.
It's crazy. She's heavily addicted. And then Lois is like, oh my gosh, Peter, I got so sucked into gambling. It was just so fun.
He's like, yeah.
Next thing I know, I lost $40. And then he's like, yep, gambling's good. No question about it.
It's like, where the fuck's the car?
And then Lois explains how she got sucked into gambling, lost the money, and she even bet their car, and they're stuck there. They stay at a casino in the hotel. They stay at a hotel in the casino, and in order to try to get Peter's car back, he goes to the casino owner and goes, I have because apparently they give their money that they make of the casino to their tribe.
Yeah.
And so I think I had a bit of this somewhere. Because Lois talks to him, and where did it go? Hold on. They stay at the hotel. Where did I swear I wrote it down? Oh yeah, here it is. Lois asks an employee for directions, and he manages to talk her into gambling. That's how she got addicted.
Okay.
She manages to talk her into gambling by saying, It's not really gambling. It's just us trying to rebuild our shattered culture after you raped our land and defiled our women.
Yeah. Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so that's why Lois starts gambling. And so they explain that the money that they get goes back to their tribe. And so Peter's like, I'm Indian. I'm an Indian too.
And then it's funny because Lois is like, you're never gonna convince him. And he's like, remember that time I pretended to be gay? It like cuts away to something.
He's just watching TV.
Yeah.
Like a gay show, I guess.
Yeah.
A show that they were making fun of being
Yeah.
gay. I don't know, what was the show? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I didn't write it down.
And it's funny, one of the guys, when they're talking, decide Peter's Indian. One of the like elders like, yep, he's Indian, all right.
yeah. Lois is like, they're never gonna convince them, and it cuts. He's like, yep, he's definitely Indian.
It's like, how do you know? He's like, I'll just know.
I just can tell. Yeah, that's really funny. So the Indians send him on a vision quest.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, they send him on a vision quest. So he has to go into the woods without shoes, without food or water.
Yeah.
And he has to try to see a vision that tells him a personal truth.
Like
Peter and Lois go out and wait, what? Peter and Lois go out to do this, and the Indians laugh at them inside.
No, it's Chris and Peter.
Yeah, but like they go outside, and it cuts it back to the Indians, and they're like, "Fucking idiot."
and then like
it actually does. See
the trees talk to him.
We'll get there.
That's great.
Oh yeah. So when Peter's about to leave, Meg points at Chris. Is like,
he's like, go.
She's like, Chris, this is your chance to be alone with Dad. And he's like, Meg, I'm not attracted to Dad. And he's like, no, idiot.
How you really feel about the Scouts and everything that you don't really want to do, but you're just doing it.
Yeah. It's like, no, idiot, tell him about the Scouts. And then, dude, it's really funny when they leave and they're just leaving, and Chris looks at Peter and goes, "Dad, I'm hungry. Are we gonna die?"
Yeah. No, you know what? I got a bit. So when they're just about to leave, the kids and Lois, they like go back inside, and like Lenny, like the guy who's kind of like the main Indian who they're talking to.
Yeah.
Lois is like, is this really like a thing? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah. And then it's like, he's like, it's all about vision. She says, you really don't know, do you? And he says, yeah.
And he's like, so you sent my my son and my husband out there in the woods to die, basically. And
it's also funny because the way they look, you'd think they've been there for like days, but it's only been like 3 hours. Literally.
Yeah, that's true.
They're like, oh, Dad, are we gonna die?
I'm hungry. We're gonna die.
Yeah.
It's just like,
he's like, don't worry, Chris, we'll be fine. And then they're like cooped up next to a fire and everything. It's great.
Yeah. So yeah, Lois. Yeah, you said it. Lois realizes that the Indians were just making that up, but Peter starts talking to trees. And then Peter sees the fawns in the sky.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The fawns, I think, is from the show at the beginning. He talked about it. He was like, this is the episode where the fawn says that thing. And then he goes and he says something, and he's like, So the fawns, I don't know who the hell that is, but some guy from some show pops up in the sky. And after the trees are talking to him, then the fawns pops up. Yeah. And he goes, he says, I'm your spiritual guide. And he actually gives them like some applicable advice.
Yeah,
he's
really good advice.
He's like, you should listen to your son, Peter, and stuff. And then they start talking about STDs. He's like, you fucked a lot of girls. Like, did you ever get STDs? He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's crazy.
He's like, yeah, a lot
of times. Yeah, that was really funny. And then, so Peter, Chris tries to tell him again after Fonz just told him, you should listen to your son. He has something to say to you.
Yeah.
And Chris finally gets a chance to tell Peter that he doesn't want to be a scout. And he wants to draw. And Peter responds...
He's like, I'm disappointed.
No, he responds,
much.
Geez, you want to draw? How about you just stick a knife in my heart?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's not telling him he's like disappointed in him actually,
basically,
but like he's pretty much just that pretty much tells you that he's like, man, my son just wants to draw and not like be outdoorsy and all that.
And then Chris looks sad, and Peter says, they're pretty good though. I didn't know anyone in this family had talent. Well, except for your mother, that one thing she does.
Oh shit.
And then Chris goes, play the piano? And he's like, no, she plays the piano.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was good. That's really good.
Oh, dude, it's okay. Hold on. Yeah, Stewie says some like racial things.
He does. Oh,
yeah.
they all do. I actually have the exact quotes. We'll get there.
Okay, all right.
We'll get there.
I know that's like the next thing.
Yeah. Peter then tells Chris he's proud of him, even though he's probably not really that proud of him. And they share a hug.
Oh shit.
Peter and Chris come back, and he explains that his vision and I guess we lost track of our routes.
Yeah.
They say, and they give Peter back the car.
And then it's funny, because like one of the Indians like $1.6 million a week, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Let's go to the cafeteria, guys."
Yeah, and then Stewie says, "Stupid greedy savages."
Yeah.
And Lois hears him and says, "That's a terrible thing to say, Stewie." So here, I actually have the exact quotes.
Oh yeah, that's right. They all say something about every race.
Yeah, it's so funny. So I looked up the transcript, and I'm just gonna read it like word for word what they said in this episode. So that's not it right there. Fuck, I know it's in here somewhere. Give me just a moment. No. Ah, damn it! I should have made this more organized. Where did I put it?
Like I did.
Yeah, not really.
I think mine's pretty organized. Oh,
yours isn't
you're
bad.
talking about that.
Yeah, where did I put this though? There it is. Okay. Stupid greedy savages. Stealing, that's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah.
This one particular tribe has lost their way, but most Native Americans are proud, hardworking people who are true to their spiritual heritage. And then they're certainly not savages.
Yeah.
And then Stewie goes, "That's funny, Mother. Just this morning you said they were lazy, just like the dirty Mexicans."
Oh yeah, actually yeah.
And then he says, "Just kidding. Mexicans are a clean, industrious people with a rich cultural heritage."
Yeah.
Yeah, not like those dumb gargantuan Swedes, Meg says. And he goes, "Actually, the Swedish people run the gamut and are very short to tall. And did you know that Sweden gave us the Nobel brilliant inventor Alfred Nobel? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, which is more than we ever got from those freeloading Canadians," Peter says. And then it looks at him, and it goes dark like all the rest of them, and he's like, "What? Canada sucks."
Yeah.
Steam thong plays.
Yeah.
I love
Oh
that.
man, that was a great episode.
It was.
It was a great episode.
It really was. And it's like every time that they explain how the quotes that they just said are really wrong, they have like the more you know thing that shows up. It's really, really funny. I like how they psych us out like that. I actually, when that part was coming on, and when I remembered that this episode was the Indian casino, I was like, oh, that bit. Oh shit, I have to drop my keys. That bit like immediately came into my mind.
Yeah.
And I love that bit.
Yeah.
You have anything else in this episode?
Not really. This episode was good.
Yeah.
I just like the part where they talk shit about like different people, and they're like, actually, they're actually clean and industrial people.
Yeah.
And a rich
They're actually
heritage.
really rich cultural heritage.
Yes.
And very clean and it's just. But Canada sucks.
Yeah, seriously though, those freeloading Canadians, they suck.
It's so good.
Oh
It's so
fuck
good.
no.
I feel like Family Guy doesn't. Like they lean more into the racist side of it as the show goes on, which there's something to be said about that in a few different ways. So yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
But this season is fairly like calm.
I'll tell you what though, the next couple seasons gonna be
Season 5 and 6, where I'm at, like watching, is like, whoa,
it's rough.
It's like whoa.
Yeah, it's like whoa, who came up with that? What white person made this joke up?
Like, I mean, wow, yeah, really. Or like,
what Hollywood elite made this joke up?
Like it becomes so cartoonishly offensive.
Yeah,
but it's funny.
It's great though.
It's funny, and like you can tell they're making fun of people who think that way.
Yeah.
But it can definitely perpetuate those stereotypes by repeating them, even though they're doing it in a joking manner.
So what would you? Oh wait, we're not gonna do that.
We can rate it. But before we rate it, let me tell you another fun fact.
Yeah, tell us another fun fact.
Family Guy fun facts.
Family Guy fun fact part 3.
So, the main cast makes $225,000 per episode.
That's old. That has to be old now.
220. Think about it. That's like millions a season.
Oh yeah. Okay, you said per episode. Yeah. That's a lot. That's really.
Dude,
good.
think about it. If there's a 30 episode season like there was in season 4, that's $6.7 million.
They both made. Like everyone made.
Everyone. Yeah, the main cast.
Yeah.
But Seth MacFarlane probably makes a freaking killing.
No, I thought he doesn't.
Huh.
Oh no, he doesn't make any money off streaming services.
Oh, does he not?
I mean, that's what you said to me a while ago, right? I swear that's what you said. So you're like, yeah. The reason the whole strike thing. happened.
Oh well, it wasn't really him. He probably still made a shit ton because he was the creator and the writer and a voice actor and everything. So he probably still makes a shit ton. But it was like the SAG. I think that's what it's called. The SAG strike.
Yeah.
SAG. These nuts on your face. No.
Sag these nuts across your face.
No, but like the SAG strike was all about because streaming services were where the majority of streams were coming from, and we're out of tissues. You can use this one. Well, the SAG strike, it was mostly because like a lot of streams were coming from those, but the writers and the actors weren't getting paid for every stream like they would like if a show reruns. Goddamn, Art's blowing his nose and it's.
All right, let's stop boring the audience about.
No, like look. So if the strike, they weren't getting paid like per stream on streaming services like they would if a show reran on cable.
Oh, okay.
So like that's why it was like a whole thing, and especially writers, and then there was also like bad writing conditions. You're like, shut the fuck up. Dude.
Yeah.
So yeah,
no one cares.
Costs $250,000 to make an episode.
I mean, how much they get paid?
I mean, no, it costs. What did we say in the first episode? Like $2 million.
Yeah, $2 million
or something to make an episode of the show.
It was really
so
expensive.
Probably a lot of that comes from paying the cast.
Yeah, probably. All right.
So
that was a good fun fact.
It was a good fun fact. Pretty interesting. I mean, I wish I was on the cast. Seth MacFarlane makes a killing, though. Think about it. He made Family Guy. He made American Dad. He made the Cleveland Show. That didn't last long, but
yeah. Didn't that like get dropped after one season?
4 seasons. Still a pretty solid, almost 100 episodes.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it didn't last nearly as long as the other two.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if you think about it, he's had 2 shows go for for over 20 seasons.
That's true.
And
that's crazy.
So many episodes.
Did he do American Dad?
Yeah, he made it, and he voiced his characters in it.
He does a lot. Wow.
I think he might have stepped away from...
he's definitely set up for a while.
I think he might have stepped away from American Dad mostly at this point. I think I heard that somewhere. But he still made it, and he's surely so set.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
With what he's created.
I wonder what kind of royalties he gets on, like, all the shows.
Probably so much.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so what do you rate this episode out of 10? Don't do a weird number.
I'm trying to think. I really like this episode, but I think that the highlight for me was the ending. When Peter and Chris were out in the woods. I like that. And it had some good moments between Chris and I like the plot. So I'm gonna give it a solid 7.
7? Okay, good.
6.4.
I think I would just give this a 7 out of 10. It was like a good episode, but I don't know. Like, to be honest, like
I don't like it as much as the other one.
It was kind of like plain.
Yeah.
I felt like it was plain. It was just
like
kind
of plain region Indians.
What?
I was trying to make like a joke.
The hell?
Like how there's like a section of the
that
was like
all
the
right,
plain,
let's just
the
get
plain
back
tribes
to
or something. You know what I'm talking about? Was it called like the Plain Mountains?
Look, all you can see is my like hand.
The plain. You know what I'm talking about though? Like the plain Indians or something. There's like some like tribe or like some like section of
racist.
The United States. Okay, well anyway, before I get canceled.
Yes. Hold on. Let me finish my rating. You kind of went off the rails there.
Yeah.
I'd do a 7
Racism.
out of 10. Shit. I get a 7 out of 10 because...
Indians.
Shit.
What are you saying? With their damn casinos. Also that stereotype.
Okay, it was really plain and boring, and I got bored of it like halfway through. So
you
that's
liked
my
it?
rating. Yeah, I liked it, but it was plain and boring.
7, that's still... If you give it a C. Basically.
Yeah, I give it a C. I get it because it was average.
Fair. You think there's going to be any episodes that we hate? Like we give it like a 2?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Was there an episode when you watched the show yourself that you were like, I didn't like that episode?
Honestly, like, the season 4, I was just kind of really bored of it. I was just, like, when I was really watching it, like, grinding a half a season out every day, I was just like, holy shit, I need to, like, watch until, like, episode 20 at least. So I have,
oh,
like,
my God.
10 more episodes to do, or, like, 5 or whatever.
I don't like that mindset when you're watching TV shows.
Well, because I was just trying to grind it out, dude.
I know, but
it took, like, almost, like, 3 weeks for me to finish one season. That's not good. I need, like, to pump out a season every 2 weeks.
See, the mindset of the show, watching a show should be, I love this show and I want to put it on to watch it.
You gotta get those numbers up. Way up.
Get those numbers up. Pump those numbers up.
Gotta pump those numbers up.
Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, I have that mindset when I watch stuff, too. But I try to think of it more like, I love this show. I want to just tune out for a half an hour and just pop it on.
Well, I'm not like that with every show. I'm just saying, like, that in particular, I was just kind of like, I want to, like, get this over with. I want to.
pointing it up.
God
again.
damn it! I
I
want to.
really wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I really
I really wanted to talk about.
I really wanted to make sure they could hear me about this.
Yeah. No, but like I really just wanted to get it over with. Shut up. I really
Sorry.
wanted to get it over with.
You
And
fucking
just
hated
kind of
it.
like it was just kind of getting boring. All those episodes, I was just
In
like
season 4 was
fuck.
getting boring.
No, not like the show, but like just all the episodes. I was just kind of like bored of all of them.
That's why you gotta change your mindset.
I just gotta grind it out.
Grind
dude.
it out. Get through this shit so I can move on.
So I can get some fresh content from season 5.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. It's kind of like when you're at the end of a season, you're like, I like this, but it's starting to get repetitive, and then you get a new season.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
what
like,
it was like. It
the
was
new season feels like a little like they just came back after a year, and
Yeah.
you're like, we're back, and something's different. It's
Yeah.
a little,
I think it
little
was just
new.
getting repetitive for me. That
Yeah,
was the
fair.
main thing.
That's fair. But the thing is, it's meant to be watched weekly.
Fuck that. I'm watching it
Like-
daily, boy.
Like, think about it.
Getting those numbers up.
The binge model was really set up. Ryder just jerked off the mic, by the way.
No, I didn't.
He went,
You can't
"Ha-ha."
prove it.
I mean, you can't see us, so you don't know. But he was.
You
Getting at that
can't
mic.
prove anything.
But
You can't
yeah,
prove that I have a warrant out for my arrest.
Oh, that's why we can't show his face. No, but yeah, like the binge model was really set up by like Netflix originally,
Yeah.
and because I mean, think about it. On TV, an episode of television would come out in a week. You come out one episode this week, next episode, another episode for like 20 weeks, and then all of a sudden it's done for the rest of the year. You don't get to go back and just binge the whole season.
You see, like, I think that's where, like, this is kind of going off topic a little bit.
I mean, it's
Family
fine.
Guy, but, like,
It's related.
okay. But, like, I feel like that's where, like, a lot of, like, these days where, like, I mean, me and I'll probably the rest of the world, 7 billion people, we're just kind of, like, more impatient nowadays because, like, we can just have things instantly
at our fingertips.
there. And I
watch
think
it.
it's good. I think it's bad.
Yeah,
at the same time.
upsides and downsides.
But
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's good because it makes things convenient.
oh man, I just came up with an
cool.
idea.
What?
We should like do like a challenge. Both
Okay.
of us. We
Okay.
have to participate. Where we for a month we got to film a lot of pods so we can like keep posting it, but like not really. Okay. Just listen to this. So, what if we did a month challenge where we didn't watch TV? No TV for a month. I honestly think I could do it.
I mean, I could. I wouldn't want to.
No, it'd be fun.
I mean, I could do it.
No,
but,
like no, we would still do we would still do the rewatch, and then like
I mean, yeah.
I think it would be good just to see what
be
it like,
interesting.
just see what the difference is without watching TV
What about
for like
this?
a month.
What if you didn't watch Instagram Reels for a month?
I could do that.
You could do that. Could you?
No, I could.
Yeah, I could. No, I can quit whenever I want to.
Yeah, I can quit whenever. I just
I
don't
don't
want
know.
to. I like it.
I
It's
mean,
cool.
I just feel like I wouldn't want to quit watching TV just because it's like
you need it.
I don't need it, but I just like it. It's like cigarettes, I don't need them. I just like doing it, and it's cool.
Yep.
No,
True.
it's just like heroin. Like I don't need to do it all the time, but I just think that if I don't, it makes me cold, and I just really need to do it
it's
all the time
cold.
because I really have
It's
a serious
cold.
addiction. It's so cold.
Yeah. Shit.
I don't know.
But
Maybe we'll talk about it.
yeah, maybe we can think about it.
Maybe
Brainstorm
we
on
could
it.
do something like that. And we could give updates on here and be like,
yeah.
it's been a month. It's been 6 days without TV. Starting to have withdrawals.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even watch that much TV. I mostly watch YouTube.
Yeah, but that's kind of like media.
Does that count?
I think it would.
Would we count that?
I think it would because you're like sitting
mean,
down
yeah.
and watching it for a while. So
I
yeah,
feel like that's fair.
yeah.
Like yeah, but I don't know if I could go a month without YouTube.
Oh God.
I watch a lot of YouTube. Plus, it's like my whole thing.
I mean, like you could still work on your videos. It's not
No,
like
but I like you gotta like watch YouTube so you can like be a YouTuber. And, like imagine a YouTuber who doesn't watch YouTube.
I
Like,
mean,
they don't know any of the new they don't you gotta keep it with the kids. You know what I mean?
no.
You wouldn't understand like
Yeah.
Giat, Rizzler.
I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face.
What's the other one? Phantom Tax. All right, let's end this podcast.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching the Family Guy Rewatch podcast, and take it away.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Rate 5 stars, please, if you enjoyed this episode. We love you, and female audience, hit me. No, I'm just kidding.
Gay, good.
No, we just lost them all. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.